I say thank you, God. God, I thank you for every mountain and every valley and everything in life.
Feeling like Jonah, brother turn low now. How we gon' find our way? Feeling like Moses, man, the Lord chose us. Now we gotta find our way. Feeling like David, man, I done gave him all. I gotta find my way. You never fail me.
Baby. So today is May 27th. It's Tuesday, and it's the day of my presentation and also a few days before my birthday. I'm getting ready. I'm at school. The reason why I try to look, a little more decent is because I'm supposed to be giving a presentation today. Or so I thought. I still don't fully 100% know if that's going to happen, but basically, I'm supposed to be giving a group presentation, and there was 3 other people in the group, right? Now, I found out on Sunday, when we met on Sunday, I already knew ahead of time that there was one person in the group who was having some difficulties with their schedule because they had a trip that they planned right before this class. And so I know there was some kind of, difficulty going on with that. But when we all came together a week ago, it sounded like we divvied up the slides for the presentation. We picked the subjects. We all had our own subjects that we were going to put in the slides. You only really needed to do like 2 to 3 slides, or whatever. I ended up doing 4. Now, when we had our presentation, like just meet up yesterday, on Sunday, this past Sunday, one of the people who's in the presentation, she was not there. The girl, hold on. No, not the flies thinking they're coming in my car. Anyways, she was not there, y'all. She was supposed to be there, but she wasn't there because, long story short, she was on vacation with her husband, right? It is what it is. It didn't bother me, because my understanding was she was going to try to make it. If she couldn't make it into class on time, because her plane was supposed to be coming in on the day of our presentation, which is today, then she was going to see if she could just do her part over Zoom, whatever. That would have been fine with me. But when I found out Sunday through her friend, her friend spilled the tea, low key, right? Her friend basically was like saying something, and she kind of like spilled the beans by saying that the other person that's in our group, which is her friend who's on vacation, that she did not do a slide. Like, excuse me? Like, she did not do a slide at all. She just didn't do one. And I'm like, what? So you mean to tell me that I did 4 slides, because I wanted to make sure that my information was thorough. It's really not about being an overachiever, but it's about just being prepared. And so I'm like, let me do 4 just in case the presentation is going too fast, because we have to be presenting for 20 minutes. So I said, let me go ahead and do 4, right? And then the other ladies, they had ended up having one person had ended up having 6 slides, because you're doing the other person's slides. And I'm like, it seemed to me like this girl who basically took up for her friend and did the slides for her, it seems like she's one of those people that is just like a people pleaser, trying to, just be there for your friend or take up for your friend and things like that. But it didn't sit well with me, because I'm just like, come on, we're grown here. We are not children. We need to all pull our weight. And I would have felt a lot better if she couldn't make it today, me knowing that she actually did the slides. Like, she could have did the slides. You know what I'm saying? She could have did the slides. I felt like she could have, even if she did them that night when we did when we divvied up the slides, she could have did them that night. We were in class together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like she could have done those slides. So I get a text message today. This is what made me upset. I get a text message today when I'm in the middle of working throughout my day. I get a text message saying from her in the group chat, her asking if we could go next week, do our presentation next week, because her plane delayed and this and that, just a bunch of excuses. And I'm like, absolutely not. No. I was prepared to go today, because who's to say I'll be able to even make it next week? Who's to say like something won't happen and that prevents me from even showing up? Who's to say? I don't know what could happen between now and next week. I was prepared to do it today. I want to do my slide today. I want to do my presentation today. So that just low key, you guys, just low key like really rubbed me the wrong way, because it's just like, you're just making all these excuses. And the thing about being in a group is that when somebody messes up, it kind of just throws off the whole group, y'all. The whole group. So it just seems like to me that because that this person has inconvenienced us, and now because, oh, look at my instructor. Y'all, I see my instructor. Let me go ahead and get in. Okay, I know what car you drive now. He looked tired, y'all. He looked tired, baby. Let me go ahead and get to class. I'll talk to y'all after class and let y'all know what happened, how did everything went. But let me go ahead and get in there. Hey, y'all. Today is my birthday. And I'm in this car crying, happy, tears. I'm on my way to school to give a presentation. However, my class isn't for 2.5 hours, and so I just thought that, like, on my way driving, I just felt like the Lord was like just pulling me towards the waterfront. So I'm driving on the waterfront right now, and I literally have enough time to stop and eat. Now, originally I was gonna go get a sandwich. Like, I was just gonna go to one of my favorite sub sandwich places and get me a sandwich. But literally, it's like my heart starts pulling me to this one place, and I'm not even sure like if I'm gonna really be able to eat there, but it's called the Lobster Shack. My heart just started pulling me towards the Lobster Shack on the water, and I just started thinking about my life. And what made me start thinking about my life is a text message. So I just want to say shout out to my girl Lisa. Shout out to my girl Lisa. This lady has consistently loved me. She has consistently shown me the love of God. And she has been a real friend. We don't hang out. We've never even met in person. I don't even know if I'm going to the Lobster Shack. I might have missed it. I'm just driving at this point because I'm just emotional, but I think I even missed it. I don't even know if that's where I'm going. I'm probably not even going there. But I'm just gonna keep driving. But all I want to say is that Lisa has shown me unconditional love, and she texted me like everybody else texted me today and said happy birthday. But her text was different because she made me realize that I'm in one of the best, not even one of, I'm in the best season of my life. Okay, here's the Lobster Shack right here. I'm in the best season of my life, you guys. I have a beautiful husband. I have beautiful children. And I have a wonderful God who has been good to me. He has been so good to me. And I just remember life. I remember being in so much pain. I remember going through a divorce 10 years ago. The 23rd of this month marked 10 years since I left that marriage. I obeyed God and left that marriage. It's been 10 years. But I just remember life being so hard because when I left with nothing but my son and my self-worth. That's what I left with. But I had no money. I had nothing. I was holding on by the seams. And God has been so good to me because he has enriched my life continuously. I went through a period of time where life was extremely hard for me. It was hard. And I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know what God was going to do. I just know that I was in a really hard place. And here I am now, 10 years later, 1 year left before I get a master's degree, a graduate degree. I have 4 beautiful children, which one of them is a bonus child from my husband. I have a loving marriage. Me and my husband have made it through some of the hardest times together. And we are in a 7-year committed marriage where God is the center and the foundation. I have stability. I have stability in my finances. I have stability in my health. I have stability in my relationships. Do I have every person in my life that I want in my life right now? No. But I have the most important person of all, and that is Jesus. My relationship with God has grown. I can hear God, and I can see God, and I see his mysteries. And as I'm looking at this view right now, which I'm looking at the water right now, I see God. When I look in the sky at these clouds, I see God. Not to mention, God has given me a business this year. I started December of 2024, mentorship and spiritual mentorship and counseling. And I started teaching for the first time ever. And it has been amazing. It has been amazing. People have received me, and to see the growth in some of the people that God has put underneath my tutelage is absolutely breathtaking. I have confidence and courage like I have never had it before. I am literally fearless, able to step out on faith and do anything that God requires or requests me to do. I did my first teaching in life, my first in-person teaching in life last month, the month of April. And I know bigger and greater things to come. So I want to say thank you so much to my sister, Lisa. Thank you, girl. Because you made me realize that I am in the best season of my life. And that doesn't mean that there aren't obstacles and there aren't challenges. That means that even in the midst of challenges, even in the midst of a storm, even in the midst of when things seem like they're getting out of control or circumstances are taking place that are out of my control, I can control myself. I have the greatest gift of life. I have the greatest gift of life, and that is the ability to control my mind, the ability to control my soul, my spirit, and I have wisdom. I have knowledge that God has given me, and that is the greatest gift, one of the greatest gifts of life, because with that comes blessings and comes success and comes peace and joy when you learn that you're not here to control other people. You're not here to control the events itself necessarily, but you're here to 100% take full responsibility of how you respond to everything in life. And knowing that is one of the greatest keys that I could ever offer anyone. I am in a season of transformation like I have never seen it. And it just dawned on me that this birthday, as I turned 36 years old today, that this is the greatest birthday. No, I didn't get a promotion. No, I didn't go out of town. No, I'm not sitting on a beach. Yes, I have a backpack right here and a presentation, a school presentation to give. My family's not sitting by my side right now. None of that. But this birthday is the best birthday ever because of the enrichment, how God has enriched my life and given me a wealth of knowledge and wisdom. How he has helped me stand. So this one is for Jesus. I say thank you, God. God, I thank you for every mountain and every valley and everything in life that you have taken me through. I thank you for never leaving me. I thank you for always being by my side. I thank you for making sure that my table had food on it and that we had a roof over our head. I thank you for loving me. You love me so deeply. You love me so richly. You love me so good, God. You love me so good. And so when anybody looks at me, they're looking at the love of God, because God has loved me to this point. And I wish nothing but the best for every single person that's watching me right now. I wish God's best for you. And I just hope that you would give him the opportunity to be to you what he's been to me. And that is a loving Father. He is a loving Father. So here's to chapter 36. What a way to start it off. Good. They got the fried oysters down packed. This is so good. I gotta ask her what this is again. Y'all, this food tastes way better than Copper and Salt that we went to on my birthday weekend. This stuff is so good. Uh-oh. Dropped it on my Dear God letter. Well, it's so good. Y'all, this salad is so good. These pecans are candied. And there's blue cheese, crumbles. This salad is so good. I'm kind of mad because today's my birthday and I went, but I have a presentation to give tonight. So I had went to the Silver Cloud over in Ruston Way with my husband this past weekend, right?
Oh, you mean over there?
Yeah, not this one over here. Yes. I went to Copper. We paid $300 that night, and our food didn't taste nearly as good as my food has tasted right now. I am upset about that. Like, I'm not going back there. This is so good. Everything so far has been great.
Chicken's coming.
My God. Well, I'm definitely going to start coming here. And I'm like,
do a review.
Yeah,
That's
I am.
the best thing you can do for
Okay,
us.
okay.
But my name is Diane with 2 N's.
Okay. Hey, I know that's right. With 2 N's. Okay, I got you. Y'all, my birthday is ending so amazing. So, long story short, I just got out of class. It's 9:24. It actually ran a little over because everybody was giving presentations today, including me. And I'm so blessed because my professor, my teacher, my professor, she cried, you guys, after I gave my presentation. My presentation was on the root causes of homelessness. I'm holding my phone because I don't have nothing to hold it up. But my presentation was on the root causes of homelessness, and I gave my presentation like everybody else gave their presentation, but for some reason mine's made her cry. And one thing that I really loved about what she said was she went and looked back at the presentation. Like once I was done, she went back to certain slides, and she was like, look at how this is organized. She says, she's like, yours is, she says, look at this organization. She says, you have all of your sources are cited, everything is, you know, in order. And she said, you have no idea how good you are at researching. And then I just started thinking about it, like my whole, like, I do research, like I am a researcher at heart, and I always liked statistics. Like I did very well in statistics, you guys. That used to be a requirement to get in an MSW program. But because social workers there's a high turnover rate because they're getting burnt out, they are like lessening the requirements when it comes to social work, or becoming a social worker. And so they're loosening up their grip some. But I just remember being like loving statistics. Like I did very well, and I had to take it twice because I took it in my undergrad when I did my bachelor's degree, but I didn't get apply to grad school to get a master's in social work until years later. And so after I had already graduated, it was like years later. And so I ended up having to retake, statistics. And during that time, and when I applied to grad school, this is back in 2020. And so, I just remember really liking statistics and everything like that. And so, like, I'm just so grateful to God. Like, my birthday ended so well. Like, I will never forget this day. I will never forget this day ever. This was the best birthday ever. Just me, God, and his favor. I am grateful, y'all. And I don't know if I'm going to add any more clips on. I might add more clips on this vlog. It's not very long. But y'all, this is how my birthday went. My professor cried after I gave my presentation. She cried. And I knew it was sincere. Just, I worked so hard on that presentation, but to just know that sometimes we downplay ourselves. Sometimes we don't even recognize our superpowers. Sometimes we don't even know. We don't even know, y'all. Sometimes you don't even know your superpowers. You don't know how great you are. And let me tell you something else. God was just telling me today that that comparison is the thief of joy. We have to stop comparing ourselves to other people, because I watched certain people, their looks on their faces got kind of sad after she cried for my presentation because they didn't get the same response as I got. And the thing about it is that we all have a journey. God has given all of us an individual journey, and you have to spend more time and invest more time in getting to know and understand why God brought you here to this world, why God brought you into this place. You have to spend more time focusing on that versus focusing on what other people have, because if you're busy worried about what other people have and what other people are doing, then you are robbing yourself of the opportunity to really know to really fully understand and delve into the amazing reasons why you were born. And so I just encourage everybody to just stop comparing yourselves to your journey to other people's journey, and just know that yours is individualistic, and it's beautiful, and God is waiting on you to coming to the self-awareness and realization that he has plans for you that go beyond your wildest dreams. Okay? Well, I love you guys, and I'll see y'all later. I'm ending my night real good, honey. I'm finna worship God on my way home.